welcome to another studio vlog. So I thought I would just like do the vlog intro while I'm doing this illustration. I'm working on Clip Studio Paint, and I needed to make a video for this week, and I was supposed to film myself doing the line art for this month's Patreon rewards. I'll probably put like a photo up of it on screen, but I forgot to actually record the screen. So I thought I would like enter one of the Clip Studio Paint like art contests, and the theme was flowers, so I thought I would try that out. And I took this photo. I know you can't really see it very well. Again, I'll put that up on screen. I took this photo when I was on a walk with my mum, and I really liked the way like the branches with like the flowers was framing this house. So I thought I would just like digitize it. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I am working on at the moment. It looks it's in a bit of an ugly phase at the moment, but it'll work out. So things I have planned for this month, I have another market coming up, 10th of July, like I had said like in the last vlog. Of course, like it would have passed by now. And yeah, so I just need to prepare for that. I don't have too much to prepare for. It's just I need to make a few more like terrariums because quite a few did sell. Oops, that's not supposed to go over the house. There we are. Yeah, quite a few did sell at the last market, so I just need to like replace the sizes that sold. What I think I will do, just because people really like the herb bottle ones and they are the cheaper one because the herb bottles are like £5, I think I might make like more than one of those just to have them, and even if they don't sell, at least then I have them for like just regular sales. So yeah, I'm just color picking. I like to color pick from the photo, so I don't have to like, you know, actually, yeah, so I don't have to like think too much about it, because I really struggle with mixing colors digitally. I really do. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I have a few of those to do, and I don't have long. Left it kind of close. I don't really know where the rest of June went, to be honest. I just felt like one moment it was June and next moment it was July, and now I have to get ready for this market. So yeah, so I have a few of those to do, and I'll do that tomorrow. It's Monday at the moment. It's the 5th, and the market's the 10th, so I gotta have everything ready by Friday. Now, of course, because like all that other market prep stuff was done last month, I don't have to worry too much about like designing leaflets and stuff. Like if I need to print more, I could just print out some more, cut them out quickly. I might have to do a few more business cards. I can check that, but I don't really think I have to do that. I bought like, I can't remember if I showed you guys in like the last vlog, but I bought these like glass ornaments that I thought would be really cool to make terrarium ornaments, because I want to start doing that. And I thought I could like kind of like have them ready for this market, just because like, actually I quite like that. That looks kind of cute. Just because like, yeah, they're ornaments, and I'll probably really push them like around Christmas time, but they're year-long ornaments because you can't just put them in a box. So I think I wanted to like kind of have those ready for this market. So I just need to kind of figure out how to do them, because like some will be succulent ones and some will be like my terrariums with just like the moss and maybe like some cuttings or something. I just need to kind of figure out how to do that, because Yeah, it's just like some things I just have to kind of figure out, but I guess I'll just talk more about that closer to the time. Is that the kind of brown I want? Oh, and one of the things I have is I do have a swatch here, like if I want to save any of the colors that I've like eye dropped. So maybe just put like some details in here. So yeah, I have some ornaments to make. I just have one of each kind. I didn't really have like enough money on me to buy some because like I got them from Hobbycraft and it was a steal because it was like £1 each, but I just couldn't really spend that at the time, which was a shame because I would have just liked to just buy up all, to be honest. But I can always go back and see if there are any, because that would be really nice. So yeah, I gotta get those done. And then next, which I kind of forgot, so I need to add that to my list actually, is I need to finish matte framing the rest of my artwork. So I'll do the terrariums tomorrow, any like lid decorating tomorrow, Wednesday probably. Yeah, and then I can just start matte framing. I do need to sort out my printer because it's still doing that weird smudge thing on like different kinds of paper. So I need to sort that out before I can start like doing stickers, because that would have been nice to have. I just didn't really get to that at the end of June. I do think I actually burnt out a bit. I was trying to avoid that, but then I just like after the market and everything, I kind of slowed down a lot, and I think that was a little bit of burnout. Okay, that actually looks kind of nice. I know you guys can't really see very well. I am filming this to not only like enter this into a contest, but for the video, so you guys would have seen this by now. But what I'll do is I'll just put like the finished up on the screen, and I'll link the video in an iCard so that you can like see it if you want to watch the time-lapse. Time-lapse will have like voiceover and stuff as well. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I gotta make a few terrariums, I gotta make some ornaments. I don't have to make any jewelry. None of those went at last market. I have sold a pair of earrings like online, but I have enough for the market. I gotta matte frame some pieces. That'll take a while just because it's a bit tedious. And yeah, that's all I can think of from the top of my head that I need to do for the market. And yeah, so I was hoping that this vlog would be like preparing for the workshop I'll be teaching, but so far only one ticket is sold, and the workshop is the 17th of July, so I'm really hoping that more tickets sell. I've been pushing it a lot like on social media and stuff. If you follow me there, you've probably seen a lot of that, but just no takers yet, which is a shame. I was really hoping that I would go, because like I haven't bought what I need. Well, I have some of the materials, but I haven't bought like all of them. So it would be good if like they sold, so that I know I can buy it and like have enough time to prepare. So that's like but yeah, so I know that one ticket is sold, so I guess it is going through, just like I guess just not how I envisioned it. But sometimes that's just kind of how things go. I will definitely have some like, I'll definitely have another workshop go. Oh boy, I can't speak and like art at the same time. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I'll definitely have like another workshop available at some point. I think it would be really cool to do like a making your own junk journal. I think might be really nice, because like I don't know, maybe just people weren't interested in doing mixed media. I'm not too sure. I have no idea. So yeah, maybe I could like do making your own junk journal, and maybe that would hit it off more. Who knows? It could also just be because the event holder is new, so you know, when you're new it's a bit more difficult to kind of gain like traction and stuff, so that could be it. But on a more positive note, I have displayed some of my artwork where I'm holding the workshop. So again, that's like by Pimp's Court Farm. I have some of my like canvas work in there, and I think I want to make some more artwork because there's quite a bit more space there. So, and the organizer really liked my artwork there, so she said that, like, you know, if I have any more I can definitely add some. So which means I just need to make some more, because I kind of stopped making canvases. I just didn't have the space, because you know they take up a lot more space than just illustrations on paper. So since she wants more, and then especially since it'll just pretty much go straight to being displayed or something, and having those on display also gives me a bit more space and storage, I don't mind making some more. I think it'll be fun. So yeah, there might actually be some like canvas art in the studio vlog. It hasn't been that for like ever, or just in a video, to be honest. I should probably film some of that, shouldn't I, to get that up and running. And yeah, so that's pretty much the plan. Get some stuff ready for the market, hopefully more tickets sell for the workshop, and then some of that will like be in the vlog. And then after that, I do also need to work on those illustrations for the Patreon icons. I know I keep on saying it, but I really want to get it done this month. So yeah, I need to get that done. It's quite important. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do some artwork on canvas. I also have some like embroidery hoops that I had primed that's ready to be painted on. Well, not the embroidery hoops themselves, like the fabric that's being held in it. So I also want to do that. So it'll either be some canvas art or some like embroidery hoop art, or both. And what I would really like to do, I do have like a, oh boy, a punching tool? Oh gosh, I can't think of, I'll just show you. I do have this. It's like this like needle punch, punch needle, there we go. And I think that'll be really cool to do like punch needle artwork, but like on a canvas, so it's already there, because I don't have a bunch of embroidery hoops just sitting around. So I might do that, though I'm not too sure if I want to punch through like a prime canvas, so I might just have to kind of work around that, or make my own canvas frame or something. I don't know, but I think that'll be kind of cute to do that, and it will also like work with like the look, because it is in a barn, the where the workshop will be held, and so I want to kind of keep with that feel. So anything that just kind of like match that feel, I would quite like to add there. So yeah, so I want to finish, I gotta get ready for the market, which is just this beginning of the week, so then that's market stuff done. Then the workshop, which I guess will be kind of the second week. All depends. If all tickets are sold, then I'll know like how much preparation I have to do. And then after that, like finishing the illustrations for the icons, and then some like artwork as well on the side. So yeah, I want to be a lot more productive this week, not this week, this month, and like get a lot more artwork done, because I haven't gotten a lot of artwork done, and like I never feel too good about that when that happens. So I really don't like this tree. I really don't like this tree. This tree looks dumb. Everything else I don't have a problem with. It's just the tree. I don't like the tree at all. It looks ridiculous. I'm terrible at trees. I don't understand why. I'm wondering if I can, I don't even know if I can save that. Maybe it's like, is it that the tree is just too dark? I think it is. I think I need to lighten it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop now. I'll talk to you guys like maybe when this is finished, or when there's something new to show you. Probably when I hit the terrariums, I'll probably show more of the ornament stuff. I might also film that for a video, all depends on how that goes. But I'll just definitely show you some of the steps that I've done, just like, so you can see what it looks like when it's finished and stuff. And yeah, so I'll stop rambling. I'll finish this because I need to concentrate. I want to get this done today, so I can edit that up at some point. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So for the ornaments, I pretty much use the same techniques as I do with the jar terrariums, but I just don't have a mesh between the gravel and the soil. And the soil for the succulents, it's slightly different. It's a more like draining soil, so there's quite a bit of sand and gravel, so it can drain a lot easier, and it just feels a bit more deserty since they don't like too much water. And what I did was just I put like a first layer of soil and I compacted it just a little bit, not too much, just so it wouldn't like shake up too much and get all in between the gravel. And then I put another layer of looser soil. And then I went in and planted the main succulent, that would be like the focal piece. And then I went in and added a couple more succulents. Um, the succulents, I only know the name of one of them. So the one I'm planting now is a jade plant or money plant. The other one, I'm not too sure what kind of succulent it is. I do believe it's in the aloe vera family though, but I'm not too sure exactly which one it is. And those I just have in like one pot, and I just kind of like take them out gently to make sure I don't damage the roots, and then just plant them in. And then I have a couple other like succulents that I found just around the neighborhood that I planted to add like just like some more green really, and I'm not too sure what those succulents are called. And then I added some like largish pebbles for like a little bit more interest. And then I wanted to have like a little bit more decoration. So I added some like sticks with lichen on it and like bark with lichen on it. I couldn't really add moss because moss needs a lot more water, like a lot more of a moist environment, but the succulents don't. So just lichen for like the decorative pieces. And then I just filled in all the excess space with some gravel and sand. And what I would do is I'll put the sand and gravel in, kind of like shake the ornament. Like I would have the ornament on the table and just kind of shake it gently so everything would level out, and anything that would have fallen out just kind of like shakes out. And once I had everything like covered, like all the bare soil covered with the sand and gravel, I was done. And it was just to add some like cotton cord so that it can hang. So it was really simple. It was really fiddly though, like trying to work through like this small entrance and like around the curves and everything, but the long tweezers really helped with that. And I really like how they turned out. Ooh, and the stuff I used to get the gravel and the sand in, and it was very fine gravel as well. Um, the gravel that I get is like quite a mix. It's stuff that you would use for like your driveway. So when I wash it out, I tend to just spread it out to let it dry. And then I tend to get a bit of a sandy kind of leftover from when I've rinsed it out. And I was using that to like cover the excess soil. So it was like a lot finer gravel. Um, and yes, and I was just using this mini shovel. My mom got that when she bought a plant shelf. It kind of came with these like small shovels. So I used that to get the sand and gravel in. And then I use a pipette to put some rainwater in. I could probably use tap water, but I prefer to use rainwater for the terrarium, so I just keep it all the same. And what I did was I just kind of like used the pipette and just kind of sprayed the water around the edges, so it would just wash off whatever might have been on the glass. And that's a good water for a while because it's succulents. You don't have to water them too often. So on to the closed terrariums. I'm using yacht varnish. It's Wilco yacht varnish. It works pretty well. And I just use like one layer. It's just a pretty thick layer like on the inside. And what you need to do though is make sure and wash that brush really well. So if you're using yacht varnish, just follow the instructions that's on the tin to make sure that you don't lose your brush. But the brush I was using was like one of those plastic kind of like hardware brushes, so I wouldn't like ruin any of my good brushes. And then I wanted to use some like other glue to stick some acetate in, but that glue had dried out. I haven't had it for a very long time, but it seems like once you've opened it, it dries out pretty easily, which is a shame. I didn't realize that. But yeah, so I just used some super glue to stick the acetate in. I just stuck the ends together and then I stuck it into like the space. And I left that to dry overnight. And then it was time to add the gravel and the soil. And the soil mix the same as like all my other terrariums. Yeah, I'll have the recipe up on screen for both of them at some point. Like, so when I was doing the succulents, I had the recipe up on top there, and I'll have the soil recipe for the terrariums on top now. And the reason I have the acetate is in there is so I can have space for all the gravel and the soil, because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have had space even for much soil. And then it occurred to me that the acetate wouldn't look very nice and like the ornament could grow in, but it'll take a little while. So I needed to cover that up. So I'm just using like some shells from the gravel mix that I got. It seems that it's got quite a bit of shells in there. So I just picked like the flattest shells there were and stuck that to the acetate with some super glue. And I should have done this before I put the gravel and soil in, but I didn't think about that. But the future ones that I've made, I did that, so I wouldn't have to like worry about that. Now I could have dumped out the soil and the gravel, but I just didn't really feel like it. So I just kind of worked around that. And once I stuck on all the shells, I then just kind of went in those blank spaces, put a bit of glue, and then just sprinkle some sand over. But I have done the future ornaments slightly differently, which you'll see later on in the vlog. Yeah, I put a bit less shells and more sand, and yeah, and then I just went in and added some like larger pebbles. I added a cutting in one, a Tradescantia chrysophila, and then I added just moss in the other one, and again with some lichen sticks and stuff. So just like the regular kind of setup, just in an ornament. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There were a few mishaps which I'll talk about in a little bit, so I will leave you with the rest of this, and Real Time Me will talk to you in a little bit. So, thought I would update you guys on how things are going. I've done the terrariums. I just need to decorate the covers. So I'll probably, I don't know if I'll show them to you again. But like here's just like a quick look at them. I did 6 new jar terrariums. So I did like 3 jars, so just to kind of replace the sizes that sold. That's not screwed on very well. Yeah, to replace the sizes that sold. Now some of the like jars I had from last time were like just kind of random jars that we had from stuff that we don't regularly buy, so I wasn't able to replace those, but I'm hoping to get some more interesting jars for the next market. And then I created a few her bottle ones, just because I figured I would have more of these, since these are like the cheapest terrariums that I would have, and people really like the small size, so I thought I would just have 3. So I've got 2 square ones and 1 round one. Yeah, that's just what I had. I always tend to have more of the square ones anyway. And then the ornaments, so everything started off well. I did film the ornaments, me making the ornaments. So I've got 2 succulent ones. They're all done. I just have to like get the cord ready for so they can hang. But these you can also place on like your desk or windowsill or wherever if you don't want to hang them. Especially like, okay, so you can use these for like Christmas, but then for the rest of the year, if you don't have anywhere to hang them, you can just place them on a surface. And I really like how they turned out. They worked out really well. They're very different from my other ones, just because it's more of a deserty look, I guess. And then the other ornaments I had, which were going to be closed ornaments, like sealed, So just like a regular terrarium but in an ornament. So like I had to like put in a piece of acetate. I'll explain that in the video, like in the clip before. And like it looks really nice, right? Looks really good. Here's the other one. Really nice. It's cute. It's different. And this is it covered up. I just need to seal it. I haven't done that yet. Right? It's cute. But sadly, there was a casualty. I did cut myself. It wasn't too much of a bad cut though, so like it was no biggie. I was more upset that I broke the lid for this one. And I was hoping that I could find a jar that would fit it, like where I could say stick it into like a lid and then put a jar on top. But the only one jar that I have that would fit it, that's like wide enough for the jar to like fit over, is like this one, and it's just too big for like the size. So this, I'm just going to keep it in this jar just so it doesn't dry out, and then hopefully I'll come across a jar that'll fit it, and that'll just be an upside down terrarium, which actually be kind of cool. I might do that though. I could always like do that every now and again though, like have like upside down jar terrariums, but and again these would have to be like sealed, I think. Though I guess you could unscrew it. But anyways, I'm really gutted that it broke. I'm really gutted. But yeah, thankfully the cut on my hand is here, it's not on my fingers, because I do have quite a bit more work to do, like the matte framing and stuff, so thankfully it wasn't like too bad. Only hurts if like I press it, so that's good. And I got all the glass out and everything, but yeah, I was really gutted. But yeah, so I have 3 ornaments instead of 4. I am going to, like, after the market, I think I'll pop into Hobbycraft and see if they have any of them left. It was all in their like clearance shelf though, so it could all be gone. And if that's the case, then I could always see if I could find some on the internet, especially if people really like it, because I think it'd be really cool. And I really do like the look of them, and it's nice to be able to like do the succulents as well. And yeah, and like again, if the succulent ones are quite popular, I might like just buy a couple more succulents, just to like have some different ones. I would love to get like some like these. There is like a garden center. Ooh, my belly was rumbling. I wonder if you guys could hear that. But yeah, there's a garden center that sells succulents, so I could always like check there, or like Wilco's and stuff I think has succulents, just to have like a couple like different ones for like the centerpiece succulent. And then the ones that like these little ones I found like just out and about, and like this one in the back too I found out and about, like quite close to me. So yeah, but anyways, that's the update on the terrariums. Today I've got to edit my video, matte frame my pieces, and finish the covers. I started off really slow today though, so because I also had to I had to clean the studio because of the glass. Like I cleaned that, like my mum helped me clean that up last night, but I just had to like give it a good vacuum and everything. And then I feel as if I did something, I had to do something else earlier today, I forgot. I'm all over the place, but yeah, but I just gotta do the matte framing. The matte framing always takes a bit of a while, just because every frame is pretty much unique to the piece, which is a bit of a pain, but that's, you know, I guess if I wanted it to be the same, I would probably put a whiteboard on each one that was the same size, but I never think about that while I'm doing it. I think that's something I'll think about in the future though. But anyways, I think that's everything I have to update you guys on. I can't think of anything else, so I am going to eat some lunch, and then I'm going to edit my video maybe. Yeah, I think I'll probably edit my video. It'll be pretty quick because it's just like digital art, and that's always really quick to edit. And then I'll do my matte framing, then I'll decorate the covers. I think I'll do it that way. So yes, I will see you guys probably while I'm matte framing or something. Yeah. So I finished matte framing everything. I did film some of the matte framing, but a lot of the footage got like kind of corrupted. But like I filled in like the certificate of authentication certificates. Basically it's just to basically prove that this is genuine A Thief for Simon work. So yeah, I've got all of them matte framed. And yeah, so I have all of them matte framed. Oh, and another thing I like to do, I like stuck, make sure I'm in camera, I stuck this that has like my website, like info and a QR code and link and everything to take you to like the online business card I have. So yeah, this is all the artwork. Some of them, like the sleeves were a bit big, so I just need to, I don't have any tape in here, but I'll basically just use some sellotape to fold it over so it's nice and like snug. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, so these are the matte framed artwork. And then I finished the terrarium lids. You've probably seen photos of these already. As usual, what I'll do is whatever is still left behind, I will put up a photo of what is still like available. So you guys can see, and of course there'll be links and stuff down below. Here are the ornaments. This is sealed. And I know it doesn't look like much, but it'll grow in like everything else. At some point it'll probably spill over the sides. And here are the succulent ornaments. I just like, for the hanging part is just some cotton cord. And yeah, so that's it. I'm going to go pack now. It's quite late, so I'm going to go pack. And yeah, so I will make sure and like probably get like a clip of the stall. I won't really be able to like film the setup though, I don't think, because yeah, I like to take the tripod and stuff. It would be cool to do that, but I'll just like show you guys the setup, because like there will be some slight changes since I've added a couple new things. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next clip, and hopefully the market goes well. So, as you guys know, that I had a workshop coming up, and since there were only like a couple people who bought tickets, I didn't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. So, the stuff I would need for the workshop is things that I have. So I just went through like my deco paper like collection and just took out like one of each sheet so that they would have a good amount of like variety to pick from. And I also grabbed some book paper and oh, and tissue paper as well. So you can just see me picking out some papers, and these are all like 6x6 like sheets from, these are a lot of like freebies from this card making subscription I used to have. So I would get like some freebies every now and again, like stamps and papers. So I thought I would pick from those, since I had so many sheets of like the designs, I could spare a few. I didn't mind too much. And then I also went through my acrylics. I have so many acrylics that I didn't mind using out of those either. I also like used my glues as well. Um, yeah, just stuff that I have is it was a beginner's mixed media course, so all the materials I pretty much had. Even like the white gel pen and brush markers. Thankfully, I had a few extra lying around, so I was able to add those as well. So once I gathered like the materials, I also packed up a couple of the kits. So with this workshop, not only did you walk away with like the artwork that you created, you also went away with a kit. So I packed those up. It had a few like different like paper embellishments, wooden embellishments, some buttons, white gel pen, brush marker, a pipette, and like a oh, and a paint palette, and a couple other like embellishment items as well. And so I packed those up in a box. And what I did later on was just kind of make up a quick kind of thank you image to stick on top of the box so it would look a little bit nicer because it was just a plain white box. Oh, and I also packed it with some tissue paper as well and like a sticker to seal it so it would just look a little bit more presentable. And once I did that, I packed the box. I wanted to make sure the majority of the stuff I was taking could fit into one big box that I already had. So I packed it all into that box. And then the only extra stuff I had, I also took some of my mixed media kits and like pocket journals. I'll link those below actually if you want to take a look at them. They're on my website. Um, just in case they wanted to like purchase an extra kit or pocket journal so that they could have more materials to create with once they went home. And a few of them did actually take a couple, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, so it was really simple to just pack everything up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very straightforward. Ooh, and I also put in a couple tools like mark making tools, and like pots and stuff for water, palettes for paints. Most of the things you can see is like things from yogurt, hummus pots. For the palettes, I use just like lids from like butter or ice cream or something. And yeah, a lot of the things I have is just pretty much stuff that's just from the recycling. Just to keep costs down, especially for like when I was starting up doing workshops, it just helps to keep costs down. So a lot of it is just recycled stuff. So if you're thinking about doing workshops and stuff, I would say just for like those tools, just go to your recycling really. So once I did that, I was ready for the workshop and I'll speak to you guys about it in a bit. So it has been a while since I've talked to you guys. So I thought I would just kind of update you kind of like what I've been doing. I can't even remember when was the last time I spoke to you guys. I've been really bad like with putting on the camera and stuff, but I think I spoke to you last about the market. So since then I got some more ornaments. You'll see in like a clip, I'll put it over when I'm talking, and I got a few of like the ones that will be sealed, a couple of the ones for like the succulents. Sadly there was only 2 left, and then I got like 2 other like kind of like jar ones. So you'll see like I'll probably either put like a photo up of them, or I will most likely make them within the vlog possibly, or I'll do like a video because I haven't done a video on ornaments yet, so I might do that. So I got a few of those. So what I've done, I've sealed the ones that will like be sealed, that's like got the wooden base. I've sealed it with some yacht varnish, and then I've stuck some acetate in there. You saw me do that with the previous ornaments, and I'm doing that so that I have enough space for like gravel and dirt to kind of build up. So I just need to put some like sand and maybe some like shell bits around the side, but I'm just going to let that dry properly. And the last ornament that was like sealed, one of them broke, and I was able to get like a lid without a base for that, so thankfully I can like replace that. And then the one that was sealed, it went kind of weird and foggy, and we think it's because like the fumes from the super glue maybe when I sealed it kind of fogged it up. So tomorrow I'll probably put like the sand around it. It'll give it enough time so I can manipulate it, and then that should be able to like kind of gas off whatever super glue that I've used, so that I can build it like next week. And I'm going to be preparing a large bottle to make a terrarium. I don't know if I'll do that this month or next month, because I do have a larger jar which I got like a cork for that I'll probably do for this upcoming market in August, and I could do the larger bottle like later on. Yeah, because I like to have a new kind of terrarium for each market just to kind of keep it fresh, and the big one will really kind of draw attention. And then yes, so that's pretty much it on the ornaments part. And then the workshop that I did last Saturday, because today is the 21st. So the mixed media workshop I was telling you guys about, I got 2 people, which was really good. I was supposed to have 5, but only 2 came, but that was totally fine. It was a nice way to kind of like warm up really, and 2 is better than 1, so it's all good. And it went really well. I really enjoyed teaching it. They were really fun to teach. They were really what's the word, like when the workshop was kind of all about like loosening up and like learning mixed media basics, and I didn't really have to like really push them to be loose. I just kind of told them do this, tear this, and they were just like went straight into it. So it was really fun to teach them, and they both created some really gorgeous artwork. I'll put up a couple photos so like you can see what they created, and yeah, they should be really proud of themselves because it turned out really well, and I had a lovely time. It was at Much Ado Events, which is in Pimp's Court Farm. I know I mentioned it before, and now I believe every weekend they have like, you can go there for like tea, you know, cakes and tea. So, and there's also like, I've got some of my artwork hung up there. There's also somebody else that kind of like does shabby chic furniture and like decor, so you can pop around to like see some different like artwork of mine, like furniture and decor by the other person. I can't remember her name, but it's really nice stuff. And as well, you can get some tea and cakes. So if you're in the area, please do check them out. I'll link them down below so you can like read up more about them on their website, and they're really lovely people. And then another thing I wanted to show you guys, from the couple videos that I filmed, you'd be able to see them already because they're already out by the time the vlog is out. I'll probably link them in an iCard. So I made these 2 cards. They're both mixed media illustrations, and you can take them out because they're like attached by these like photo corners, and you can slip them out to frame them, or you can just frame it with like attached to the card base, so like whichever you like. So I'll have these at my August market. I'll make more if I have time, but yeah, I really like to do these, and if you wanted to see how I make them, you can like check out the video that was like a couple weeks ago. And then I made these today. This is for last week's video. Yeah, last week's video. Now I don't know if I'm going to make these into cards because I don't know, I could just matte frame them or make them into cards. I'm not too sure. So yes, that's this one, and then this one, and I really like how they turned out. I think this one is my favorite. And yeah, just kind of abstract, just watercolor and like some paint markers. So, and again, if you wanted to see how that turned out, or how I made it, sorry, you can check out the video from last week. So I've got some editing to do tomorrow, to finish off the prep for those stands, so that I can make up the ornaments next week. And then oh yes, I want to work on the icons this weekend. Yeah, I want to get that done, at least one of them done this week, and then hopefully the next one next week. Because like I'm kind of having to work my way around the weather, because the weather's lovely, but when it's so warm, the studio gets to be like an oven at some point, so I kind of have to do stuff in the morning and then stuff like in the evening. So that kind of makes it kind of tricky, but that's not too bad. I just kind of do like stuff on the computer where I don't really need to be in my space, like in the house when it's like really hot in here. And I have this like mini fan to kind of keep me cool, but at some point I have to leave, otherwise I'll get unwell. I'll probably get heat stroke or something. So yeah, I don't want to put myself through that, but it has been really nice. But I think it'll actually be raining this weekend, so I'll probably be able to like work throughout the day then, because then it'll be cooler. Oh, and another thing, I don't know if I know I mentioned my phone breaking, the screen going funny, and then my backup phone that I was using died, so I had to get a new phone. It's quite big. It's the Nokia 1.4. I'm kind of getting used to it. There's some things that I don't really get about it. Like I can't seem to get a widget on my phone to like be able to put my like Chrome bookmarks on, because I use them a lot when I need to link things or anything. Like if people ask, I can just link it really quickly, but I can't seem to figure that out. But I guess if it's possible, I'll figure it out soon enough. But it seems pretty good. I haven't really tested out the camera yet. I'm hoping that the camera is pretty good because like with Instagram changes, I might want to do reels every now and again, but the idea of filming stuff on my camera then transferring it to my phone to then do it up just seemed a little bit tedious at the time, and because my previous phone's camera wasn't really good. But if this one is like decent enough, then I can like maybe do reels every now and again to kind of help out the account. So yeah, it's really tall though. I don't know why they made it so tall. It just seems like unnecessarily tall, but that's fine. So yeah, I got this new phone, so I don't have to worry about phone troubles anymore for a while, thankfully. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'll talk to you guys next time I'm doing something of interest. The Komodo icon I am filming for like a future video, so I probably won't have that in a vlog. But like the Cayman one, as long as I get to that next week, I will. And yeah. Oh, and I also have to like figure out my other workshops because I'll have one in September and November. So I just need to figure out the ins and outs so that I can like figure out what materials I need and then send off the quote to the event company. So I'll do that too, and I'll probably show you guys like when I'm like figuring out what materials I need, like when I'm kind of making up a example for the workshop. So I'll probably film that so you guys can like see that process. And yeah, and I'll be doing that next week as well because I would like to send out the quotes by the end of the month, because the one in September I want to be able to start advertising as soon as possible. So yeah, I will talk to you guys in a bit when probably like workshop prep, I think. Yeah. So this is the bottle that I wanted to use to make a large terrarium, and there's quite a bit of gunk in it, so I just left it soaking, and then I was using a wire to kind of scrape out like the mud and the grass and stuff that was in it, and then I would put some bleach and leave it to soak in some water. And this is a very old bottle. It's been here since we moved, and I think we've been here for like 13, 14 years or something. And so it's been through many winters and summers. And sadly, when I was filling it up, I realized that it seems to be leaking or something. So I looked to check, and water was kind of like coming out the sides. And I touched it, and it just broke. So it was a very clean break. So obviously, there was a weakness there that I didn't realize was there. And yeah, so after the recycling for that bottle, I'm really disappointed that that happened because I was looking forward to making such a large terrarium. But I can always look out on like FreeCycle or something for a really large bottle, like a demijohn or something. And yeah, so thankfully I have the Horlicks jars that I can still make some like kind of medium-sized terrariums. It'll still be bigger than what I've made. Well, in a jar, because I did make that huge outside one for my grandmother. But yeah, I was really disappointed, so I thought I would still keep that in the vlog just to show you what happened. And I just wanted to show you this plastic razor I got off of Amazon. It's I thought it would be useful to get some of the sticky off of the jars because I recycle all the jars I use for the terrariums. So what I did is I left them all soaking in water like overnight, and then I would scrape off the majority of the sticky, and then I would use some like de-stick like sticky remover solution, and I would just like use that to wipe off the rest. And yeah, it was really, the razor actually did make it a lot faster process because before I would just use the sticky remover, and sometimes the sticky would be really thick and I would just be wiping for ages. So using the scraper to get the majority of it off and then just wiping off the excess was really useful. Then I would just give it a rinse with some soap and water, and yeah, put it aside to dry. So I thought I would just share that. I'll link it below if you think it might be of use to you. I'm not affiliated or anything. I just wanted to share that it was really useful, and it does come with like a double-edged like blade. So one side is plastic, one side is a proper blade. I don't really know what I would use the proper blade for, to be honest. At the moment, I'm just using the plastic side. And yeah, so this is the end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell. If you have any questions about anything that happened in the vlog, please do pop a comment down below and I shall reply. And yeah, so I will see you guys next week for a podcast. And yeah, I think that's it. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye.